What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? Welcome back to the show. If it's your first time joining the show, welcome to the show. Hey, I'm on tour. Come out and see your boy on the Freeze Peach Tour. Come see me. Frank, California. Then I'm up in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I go to Indianapolis, Charlotte, Waukee, Iowa, Omaha, Nebraska, Kansas City, Cleveland, Elizabeth, Indiana, St. Louis, Grand Rapids, Detroit, New Orleans, San Antonio, Chicago, my home, Durham, Atlanta, Charleston, Philly, New York, Phoenix, San Francisco, San Diego, Boston, and Minneapolis to end the tour. We're adding dates, we're adding cities. Don't be upset. They will be up there soon if you don't see your city or hear it. AndrewSantino.com is where you're going to get those tickets. AndrewSantino.com.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. They say that from. I guess what I mean once again today. It's Michael Blaustein. You know, when I first knew of you or heard of you, people should know our history. It's crazy deep. We were on Punk'd together, the remake of Punk'd.
Yeah.
In 2000 and, say it, 11 or I don't even know. 12? 11 or 12?
Yeah, I mean, over 10 years ago.
Yeah, 11 or 12. And they said to me, I remember the producer said, they're bringing in this kid from New York.
Oh, God.
I said, who's this kid from New York? And they said, he's like an Italian, good-looking, skinny guy. That's literally what he said. And
Did you hate me immediately?
No, dude.
Okay.
No, but I was like, who's this guy? And they made it seem like it was, like it was provocative to bring you in. They were like, wait till you see this fucking guy we got coming in.
Oh, no.
No, it was fun, though. We did Punk together, and we did a couple episodes. We didn't have a ton of episodes together.
No.
We did a couple episodes together.
Yeah.
But the show was a disaster. And we were talking before this show how we got paid, I don't know, $30, I think, to do that in total. What did you walk away with? Maybe
I honestly don't know.
$1,000?
I mean, like literally probably like $2K.
Mm-hmm.
Like
for the whole season, by the way.
Thing.
That's us being on camera, writing bits.
Yeah.
I feel like I lost money half of the time.
Well, the funny thing is, you were here. You were in LA. We shot in LA.
Yeah.
I had to fly here. So in my head, I've never even been to LA before. So I was like, oh, dude, I made. Like I landed in LA and I had that moment in my head where I was like, I mean, this is it, dude.
Right.
I mean, I made it.
This is the Miley Cyrus song? I put my hands out to playing my song.
Literally? Yeah. I mean, I literally was looking around the plane being like, you guys don't even know who you're on the plane with. Like, I was like, oh, I done
Did
did
they fly
it.
you first class?
No, sir.
No, that's so funny.
No. Well, I didn't know anything. I didn't even know what to ask for.
Right.
My manager at the time was Garbage. Shout out to you. Probably not listening, but like, not good.
Around.
Not good.
Yeah.
Probably dead. But, so he didn't ask for anything. So I was just, I was in coach and I literally landed and I was like, oh, I did it. Like, I am James Franco. Like someone put me in a thing.
Dave Franco.
Thank you,
Franco.
Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave.
You'd be Dave Franco.
Yeah, I have to be Dave.
James a little bit different.
He has issues.
Yeah, he's got some issues.
He's not doing good. He's not doing good. No. What is happening with him? Do we know?
Who knows, man?
Oh.
He's out. He's probably counting his money.
Is he like starting
no
a
one's
cult?
worried about that. He's fine.
He might be at like the point where he like starts a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is he
a cult?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You ever thought about that? Starting a cult?
I would be
You could
so
do
bad.
it.
I'm not a good leader.
You gained look for the past couple of years. I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
You started a podcast with my mortal enemy, a guy who I absolutely loathe and hate, in Trevor Wallace, one of the worst human beings, one of the worst comedians, one of the meanest guys I know.
Yeah.
Terrible guy.
He's not great.
Which put you down a couple of notches on my belt.
Yep.
But you raised right back up. But you've created, and I give you some props. You've created such a great world online for yourself, an audience of you putting up clips and growing your audience organically, which is always, I think, I always give kudos to that when anybody can create their own world for an audience that they've cultivated by them putting themselves out in a certain way. Trevor did it in his right too, which is kind of interesting. He did it sketches, a lot of sketch stuff kind of earned him this thing, and then you did it organically on your own on the side, which is kind of cool to see. And it's very well rewarded now, the work. So kudos to that. That's what I wanted to get out of the way and say, because that's a cool thing to have when you've made it your own thing. You know, like Bob and I created our audience for Bad Friends.
For sure, yeah.
And it's I don't think people know. It's hard to like really find your people because there's so much noise. But you've kind of made your own little lane, man. It's cool.
Yeah, dude, thank you. I don't even know. I don't even like. It's you talk to so many comics that are like, I'm putting out clips every day, and the algorithm hates me, and I'm being shadow banned, and blah blah blah. And obviously, there's days where I put out stuff that doesn't do well or doesn't do well in my head or whatever. But it is. But yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like that you put out a thing and people like actually want to watch it. And then I mean, you've been doing this way longer than me, just in terms of selling tickets. But like that's also another thing where you like, because all my like success, whatever, online happened during COVID. So when I started touring, it was after COVID, obviously, and I was like, I don't even know who the fuck's gonna show up.
Right.
And then like I did it, and people showed up, and like that was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
When you like, I had that weird out about it, and I'd love to hear your take on this. And when this happened for you, because again, it happened way before it had happened for me. But it's like when people say your name and people are clapping, you're like, I'm a piece of shit. Like I'm a piece of shit, and I can't believe.
Yeah, what
that
are you guys
you want to
doing?
come sit. Yeah, what are you?
Get outta here.
You guys are wrong.
Go home.
Everyone here is wrong. Yeah.
No, it feels amazing, dude. I couldn't be more appreciative and of the blessing that it is. You know, it is incredible. I not to lament about it because the people listening, shut the fuck up. But we really do. It is a lot of hard work. It's years of work to get to an audience, to get to like you, to come see you. And you're going to get hate online because as started you grow, people are like, this guy sucks. His clips suck. This sucks. This ain't funny. Fine. It's not for you. Yeah. I say that all the time when someone's like, I don't like that guy. It's like, well, then it's not for you. Yeah. That's okay. There's a lot of musicians that are crazy famous that I don't really like the band, but it's not because they're a bad band. It's because I don't like the music.
No,
There's plenty of music I don't listen to, and I just don't like it. It's not for me.
Yeah. I mean, you go to their concerts and they sold 20,000 tickets. They're clearly talented.
Yeah, somebody likes them.
Somebody likes them.
Right.
Somebody,
you may not. That's fine.
Dude, I remember when I was a young comic, and, you know, obviously the Larry the Cable Guy thing happened. And in my stupid, you know, young comic head, I was like, he's not funny.
Yeah.
He's not funny. And they were like, you know, and then it's like, well, the people that buy tickets, they don't know what's funny. It's like, what the fuck am I even talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Like, people bought tickets because he entertains them, and he is super talented to them, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's a transaction that matters.
Stay in that mindset.
Yes.
That you just kind of stay in your world with the people that you enjoy, because like, you know, a lot of times, like, look, someone that goes see a Nate Bargatze show isn't probably going to come to my show because they like a clean comic like him, right? Yeah. It doesn't mean I'm worse or he's better or whatever. It just means two very different kinds of acts.
Yeah.
So that's just the continuation. So congratulations on the success, and I hope it does continue. And you only have one job to do, and that's to stay away from Trevor Wallace, who I'll say again is a bad guy. The guy puts out an Amazon special. He thinks he's hot shit now. He walks around with his shoulders back. You notice he does that a lot now? He thinks he's cool.
He's tall, though.
He is a little bit
tall. He's a little tall.
Thin, tall guy.
Guy who doesn't feel tall is tall.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You feel in the best way possible. You feel tall.
I'm
and
tall.
You are tall.
Tallish.
You know what I mean?
I'm tallish.
Yeah, you're tall. For me, I'm 5'8", so anyone's tall to me.
6'1" is a beast to you.
Oh, you're more than 6'1".
6'1", which is funny because the internet always goes, I thought you were going to be short. When they see me in person, someone goes, I think you're going to be short. And I think because most people are shorter than they look when they do camera stuff.
I feel your energy's tall.
My energy's tall.
You look tall on
My dad
camera.
was tall, that's why.
Oh.
And when you look up to was your dad a big guy?
6 foot. Not
Is he dead? Is he alive?
I wish he was dead. No, he's alive.
You didn't get along with your dad?
Nah, he's great. No,
you're
he's
fine.
Great. He's great. He's great.
Your parents were still together?
Yes. No.
Wow.
What the hell?
No?
No. Split.
They split up.
They divorced when I was 6 months.
Whose fault?
Mine.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
It's got to be.
6 months is crazy. Like, you could still, like, I'm come out of my mom's pussy, and then 6 months later, my dad's like, no.
I don't want it.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It has to be.
My parents got divorced before I was 1, so I'm on the similar line.
Yeah.
I don't know what age I was. I don't remember my mom telling me, but it was pre-1. I was pre-1, which means that gap year is your year.
Yeah, I mean,
if you make it past 1 and your parents get divorced, it's on them.
Yeah.
If it's before you turn 1, it's our fault. It's the baby's fault.
I mean, wah.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm gonna leave the family.
Right.
Like, that's it. And here's the thing. He was right.
Yeah, smart guy.
Dude, I'm gonna leave my family so fast.
Mm-hmm.
The first, oh my god, get a fucking job.
Going to get cigarettes. Going to start smoking cigarettes so I can go get them.
Yeah,
I get it. Trust me, I understand. Would you want to start a family? But how old are you? You're younger than me, right?
39.
Yeah, just by
Where
an
are you
inch. 40.
40.
The old 40, baby, turning 41.
You feel
actually,
good?
this year.
You gotta feel
no,
good.
I feel really bad, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's falling apart. I just think around 40, everything started to go haywire. I had a bad injury from my back, and I had this hip thing.
No.
Yeah, I'm an old guy now. I'm
Back
weeble wobbling around town.
Is a disaster. What happened with your back?
4 guys were just railing me, pounding me, taking turns.
Turns. I wanted it at the same time.
No, we
Oh.
tried. We tried. I hurt my back. Dude, honestly, it's like the lamest shit. I wish it was like a sex story. Like, I was in a sex dungeon. I was running at night. I used to run, go to the gym, run home. It's such a dumb story. I was running and it was dusk, and I was tired.
Yeah.
I should have stretched, by the way, after I went to the gym.
Oh, you didn't stretch.
I just started running home again because that's what I always did. It was so routine. It was like a mile there, workout, a mile home. It was great. Maybe a little bit over. But I was tired, and I didn't see a curb. The curb differential was not the normal curb. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Regular
Yeah.
curb,
Yep.
different. So it was a big gap, and I had my headphones in. I'm running, and I'm looking forward. And as I went down the curb, it was higher than deeper than I expected. And all my weight fell on one side of my body, and I snapped. I herniated a disc real bad.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it sucks.
It's like between your discs are little jelly donuts. That's what they say. It's a little like a pouch.
Okay.
And all the jelly came out of the donut.
Is it bad?
It hurt, dude. It hurt. It hurt worse than I could ever. Not really. Once the jelly's out, she gone. So the disc is the disc is like deteriorated.
Hold on. We can't put jelly back in.
Can't put the jelly back in the donut. Have you ever taken jelly out of a donut? You can't put it back in.
I mean, they can create like they can double sheep. You know what I mean? Like they do things. They can't put jelly.
There's
back in?
little other fixes, but people get surgery. A lot of people get disc fusion, which is insane. Fuse them together.
I've seen it. Then they move.
And I don't want to shrink. I don't want to be Bobby's height by the end of it. You know, I want to stay 6'1". So So they can't do anything to it really. It's just PT. A lot of PT over the years. I go to physical therapy a lot and all that shit. It's so boring, but it sucked. It ruined a big piece of my athletic prowess. I stopped running. I never ran again.
Done.
No, I do cardio, but I don't run outside. Like I'll do I do rowing and elliptical on the bike.
Isn't rowing shitty for the back? I feel like it's a lot of.
Oddly, it's not. It's funny because you're supposed to use your legs.
I don't ever knew that.
Yeah, if
That
you
wasn't
don't,
incentive.
I mean, you're not supposed to like, jerk really hard. If your power should come from your lower body.
Well, that's the problem. I have no power from my lower body.
You don't. You have skinny little legs.
Really small.
But you go to the gym, don't you?
I do. I got a good. It's crazy. I got a above average bod from the waist up.
Waist down, it's in
Waist down,
shambles.
it's shamble. I mean, it's
Crooked penis and skinny
it's
legs.
Awful.
You
It's
do have
awful.
skinny little legs, don't you?
They're like I literally share. I'm not joking you. I share my girlfriend's jeans, and it sounds like a bit.
What's your waist?
It's 28.
28.
Buddy, I got dainty hips. It's not.
Wow, you're not even a full size guy yet. You need to be cooked more. That's why your dad left. 28.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
out.
yeah.
He goes,
No.
this kid's gonna have a 28 waist.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
out of here.
disgusting.
What size is my waist? You know it. Say it.
36.
34, dude. Slow
Fuck,
down.
sorry,
for fuck's
sorry,
sake,
sorry,
dude.
sorry,
All
sorry,
right.
sorry.
Who am I, DeStefano? I think at one time.
I think that's why I guessed it.
One time he was 38. He told me he's like he goes. I had an emotional breakdown. I was 38.
I mean, that's
waist.
disgusting.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's such a regular size waist, but
Is
for
it?
yeah, dude. For big guys, for like a big man,
He is pretty. He's a man.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He's a thick boned boy.
He is a thick bone.
You got to remember, dude. You're a small. You're a compact.
You're a waif thing.
You're just a You're wafy. You're a toy machine.
Yeah.
You're a little cute little car.
And you go like this, and I go forward. Yeah. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
daddy.
you take off.
Yeah, I
That's
go, hey,
right.
daddy, a
Beep,
lot
beep.
for no reason.
You
Yeah.
do that everywhere you go. Beep
know.
beep when you walk
Yeah.
in the door.
Yeah.
Beep beep.
When I
it's
open
me.
when I open the restroom door, I go beep beep. Excuse me. Excuse me, gents.
Hey boys.
Hoping that there's men in there, so I
And
get
they're all-
pounded.
and there is.
I
So
wanna
you
get
could hurt
that-
your back the way that I hurt my
jelly
back.
out of my donut, but jelly in my mouth too.
Give me that jelly.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Give me the jelly.
That's me swallowing jelly.
You know, I learned when we first started working together that Blaustein, it's a made-up name because you're not even Jewish. Your real last name is
Shaniwa.
Shanana.
It's hard to say in a lot of languages.
You are Jewish, aren't you?
Yes. 51% Ashkenazi Jewish.
Ashkenazi. Be careful.
I know, a lot of
Be
ass
careful.
cancer, I think.
They have a lot of cancer in general.
Yeah, why is that?
It's a
singed?
genetic thing. You're weak. You're weak people.
Hence the hips. No, I'm DJ.
No,
I think we are weak.
No, dude.
As
No,
a people,
no.
I think.
No,
Name
it runs.
a big Jew.
Name a big Jew.
Where? Big nose for sure, but like big? No.
Sure. How about
Oh,
Yep.
the Goldblum. Goldblum's.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
Huge.
Is he?
Howard Stern, big, tall.
He is big. Is he tall?
He's tall. He's like 6'4".
But that's height. He wouldn't be a good person to move like rocks
Furniture?
around.
Yeah, he's not gonna help you move. No, you're right. You are tiny. You're tiny. No, we have friends that are Ashkenazi, and what's terrible piece of inside information in women Ashkenazi, it's the highest rate of ovarian and breast cancer, but they come as a pair. A lot of times, if you get one, you get the other one.
What?
I know this from personal experience. Our
BOGO?
friends, yeah, you get BOGO.
Hate that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why? Why did we're the chosen
Something in
people,
the
but
genes.
also chosen to get cancer?
It's like alcoholism for Irish people.
Is that real?
It's in the genes. Is it real? Very.
Like,
Look at that 40 bottles of booze.
I am the dumbest. Yeah, I mean whiskey. Yeah,
I love it. You never drank.
I very infrequently.
Yeah.
The only time I drink is like after when I need to like calm down. Like, you know, after like meet and greets or whatever, or before the last meet and greet, I'm like, I feel like I need a drink.
One drink though.
Yeah, one.
One and then you're good.
Yeah, can I ask you this? When that, I know you don't know that feeling of like my feeling of needing it, but is it that? Is it like I want to drink because I just like the way I feel, or is it like I need it?
I don't need it.
Okay.
I love to have a couple of, you know what it really is? It's social for me. I love to have a couple of drinks with people. I never drink alone. So that's kind of like I have no interest in having a drink by myself at the house.
Okay.
Right? Like
Okay,
if I'm
well,
at
that's
home,
good.
if I'm at home with my wife, I mean, we never drink at home. We just don't. We just don't. I don't
Not
know.
even like dinner? glass
No,
of
why?
wine?
I want
Yeah,
to eat dinner.
okay.
I'm not drinking. I don't know. It's to me, drinking is not a pair with. You know when people like get a glass of wine with dinner?
Yeah.
Not interested. I want to eat the food.
Right.
If I wanted to have a glass of something, and I'm not a big wine guy, I would have whiskey at night with friends. If I can be social with you about it,
Yeah.
then I'm in.
Okay.
But once it turns away from social, I'm not interested at all. I don't want to sit alone and drink. This is already scary enough. I don't want to like open up the webs alone. No.
Have you done like any psychedelics?
Oh
Open
yeah,
up the brain?
big time. Mushrooms, the most. I did acid when I was young, and I absolutely hated it.
What was that for you?
I just felt like it was the wrong high for me. That's probably the best way I can say it.
Okay.
It felt like not my high. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, I do.
In the same way that if you got too drunk, you'd be like,
Correct.
"This isn't for me."
No. Well,
I'm not this guy.
There's very few like highs, quote unquote highs, that hit me correct. The mushroom one,
Okay.
dude, love it.
Love it.
And caffeine, holy shit.
You love caffeine.
Massive.
What are you on right now? 3,
Caffeine
4
guy.
cups? How many cups?
I usually do triple espresso. Oh, currently right now?
Yeah.
Triple espresso, and then maybe like 70% of a 5-hour energy.
Oh my god, you drink that stuff?
Yeah.
That's.
I need to
dude.
stop. It's not, it can't
I think
be.
that 5-hour energy is going to be the source of a very new cancer.
Oh.
It's got to be, dude. There's no chance that it's legit. There's nothing in it.
You know why I feel fine about it?
crap.
It's all crap. But
Yeah.
the reason I feel fine about it is literally I'm an idiot. I asked one doctor, and I go, "Hey, this is fine, right?" Ask him like that, full leading question. This is okay, right? He goes, "Yeah." That's what I'm going on.
Sure.
The yeah.
A slight yeah.
Not even in a doctor's office. A friend of mine's dad.
Oh,
He
dude.
wasn't even paying attention.
He's smoking cigarettes.
I mean, yeah.
He's like, "You're good, dude." Matter of fact, my buddy's dad was a doctor and still smokes to this day, and he's fine. And he's like, "Yeah, it gets you, it doesn't get you."
What is that?
Well, he's right though. It is funny. It's
Yeah.
like there's people you know that work out their whole life. My mom's friend, her husband died. It was like a soccer coach. He was like a health nut. Fuck. He died like in his 50s of a heart attack out of nowhere.
So do we think that like that was his plan?
That was his destiny.
okay.
If you're gonna go, you're gonna go, dude.
So that's all the more
fun.
that's all the more reason for me to just
Have a good
say
time.
fuck it and have 2 5-hour energies a day and who cares?
Yeah, you're gonna have. I'm not against it. I say
Thank
do
you.
whatever's gonna make you happy
Good.
because you're gonna go. And by the way,
Yeah.
the world is. You can feel it, right? It's going. It's ending, aren't
Yeah,
we?
here's the thing.
It's coming.
Here's the thing. I don't care. Life
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah, you're good.
It's fine. This is fine. Like, and we have good lives, but
Yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah.
If everyone's like, "Oh, press the button," fucking press it.
Press it.
Like I'm sick of. I'm gonna do it.
Get rid of me.
I mean, it's over.
Let's get out of here.
Get out of here or not. But I'm not the dude. I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, life. I don't. I swear I don't care.
You know, I'm not this guy that's like into life.
I mean, it's not. It's
Are you in love right now?
yes, very much.
Okay,
Over
so,
the moon.
So you would be sad if you lost her, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got to go together. If it's gonna happen, you got to hold her tight.
Oh shit.
You don't want like the and then you survive and she doesn't.
Oh yeah, but I'm one of those guys that is like, you know, those guys are like, oh, what are you gonna do in the zombie apocalypse? I'm gonna I'll kill myself. Like, I'm not
you're
gonna.
out.
I'm out.
No self-defense mechanisms inside
None.
of you. Wow.
Well, because that's the moment of being like, oh, I yearn to live.
You're not going to fight for it.
I have trouble with life now.
Okay, zombie apocalypse going
Yep.
around.
Yep.
Are you going to give yourself to them? You're going to sacrifice? You just wait till they get you?
I want to blow my brains out.
Oh, you're going to die before they get to you.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. I
I'd rather
don't-
watch them eat me.
Really?
Fun.
I don't know what that feels
Come
like.
on, get
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Like this. Get in there. Get in there.
Do you think
Just
you
go
taste
right up.
good? Do you think you taste better than normal people?
No, because I've tasted my blood when I cut my finger sometimes. It's weird. It's weird.
You taste your own
They
semen?
won't taste my blood. No,
Oh, okay.
not this year. They won't take my blood over at the donation clinic. Redheads.
Is the bit?
They won't take our semen and blood.
This is a bit?
They don't need our blood.
What do you mean?
They say no.
For why?
You tell me, pal.
This is a real thing.
No, but truthfully, no. The blood,
Oh.
no, but semen, you know that redheads, you
Yeah, you guys
cannot
are going
donate.
extinct.
No, but you can't donate. They don't want them at sperm banks because no one picks a redhead.
That's wild.
No, it makes a lot of sense. Have you seen redheads?
Yeah, the guys are disgusting, but the women are attractive.
I agree,
Yeah.
but what are you got 50-50 shot. Who wants that chance? Or you have a 100% chance of not having a redhead.
You know, let me
Easy math.
Let me amend that.
Yeah.
I was doing it as bit purposes. I think redheads in general, and this is not a bit, are attractive people. I
No,
swear to
no,
God.
no.
Dude.
Wrong.
Dude. No.
Dude.
Right.
Dude, Ron Howard, Carrot Top, me. Come on. Louis. Did none of these guys.
I can't believe you just put yourself
these
in
guys.
in that grotesque
well, we're all
monsters.
the same kind of comic. We're all the same kind of comic.
comic, but
Kathy
not
Griffin.
looks-wise. Not looks-wise.
Kathy
We're
Griffin.
going looks. She's atrocious.
Ron Weasley.
Awful. But not you. I don't
Ed
want to.
Sheeran.
If the fact, do you know how fucking
None of these
good
people are hot.
Do you know how good he is at singing? That's what kills me.
Yeah,
like,
he's the
people
best.
look at he's so talented,
He's
but
the
people
best.
are like, I'm attracted to that, and I'm like, are you attracted to that? Or are you attracted to his ability?
Yeah.
And the vessel that
His
he's throwing.
aura. His aura.
His aura's crazy.
His vibe is right.
Dude, you know what I love
But
about
he's
him?
not a handsome guy. And I'm not saying that to shit on him. I'm saying traditionally handsome. Redheads were not traditionally handsome. That's our thing. You little fucking Jewish guy from New York come in, all skinny bodied when I'm from Punked, and I thought, look at this this is the eye candy for the show. They brought in the hot guy for the show. They had a bunch of uggo wuggos, and they said, bring in the hot guy.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Hey, this episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by Squarespace. I have talked about the Squarespace for quite a long time, and that's because I use them, I love them, and I know them. And back in the Dizzy, we used to create websites so jankily, is that a word? So haphazardly, it was impossible. But now with Squarespace Blueprint AI and SEO tools, they make it seamless and professionally curated, okay? These layout and styling options build a unique online presence from the ground up, tailored to your brand, your business, and optimized for every single device, no matter what people are searching you on. Easily launch your website and get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools so you show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. This is the best part about it. If you're looking to build a website, whether you're someone that sells something, whether you're a personal trainer or you make little trinkets, or you're a comedian or a musician or an artist of some kind and you need to put yourself out there to the world, you can sell content on there. They have flexible payment options if you're selling merch. And also, I think probably the most convenient part for me is these analytics that they've got. They really do measure end-to-end online performance, powerful website seller analytics, so you know where people are coming from, where their traffic is, where the hits are coming from, and you can focus on the engagement specifically down to the city and the area, so you know who your fans are and who's interested in what you're putting out to the world. So if you're looking to build a website, I have no idea why you would do anything other than Squarespace. It's incredible. Go to squarespace.com/whiskey. Save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code whiskey. Again, go to squarespace.com. Check it out. All right? When you're ready to launch, squarespace.com/whiskey. Save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Use that code whiskey. We all want to protect our loved ones. How can you do that? Just had a call with my business manager about a week ago about protecting my loved ones and myself for that matter. And that's why Ethos is here for you. You don't have to fight a tiger to show your family that you can protect them and keep them safe. Protect your loved one in minutes with Ethos. It's affordable life insurance that's quick, easy, and all done online with no medical exams. Very rare, by the way. This is so convenient. It's remarkable. Very simple, very quick. And you can start your policy instantly today. So your family is protected. No medical exam required. In the past, they always made you do this, but now you just have to answer a few health questions, 100% done online from your computer. You can see your rate in minutes. Term life policies start as low as $10 a month. You got $10 a month, I know you do. If you just bought a latte this morning, it's pretty close, especially with the tip being the 25% option they make you do every single time now. You can personalize your coverage to your family's needs, helping your kids through college, your spouse through, with the mortgage, your family with income replacement, and much, much more. Affordable options from 10 to 30 years of coverage. It's a long time. Who knows how long you'll be around? I hope for a very, very long time, but why not be covered and protected in the meantime for yourself and for your loved ones? Protect your family today. Get up to $2 million in term life insurance coverage in 10 minutes with Ethos. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethoslife.com/whiskey. That's ethos, E-T-H-O-S, life.com/whiskey.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Where did you move from, by the way? Were you in New York when you were a kid? I don't even know where you grew up.
I grew up in Maryland.
Oh, you did?
Silver Spring,
but you were
Maryland.
living
Yeah,
in New York.
I was living in New York, yeah.
Right.
I moved...
Silver Spring, Maryland?
Silver Spring, Maryland. We're
God, does that sound nice, dude? White picket fence type of shit?
Fine.
What did your mom do for a living?
Nurse.
And your dad?
He was in, he is in business.
Did you have a stepdad?
Yeah.
You like him?
He's out of the picture now. He was fine. Has anyone, the answer is yes, but has anyone generally found, you?
I got lucky.
Really?
I got a dad who, stepped up to the plate in a way that is unimaginable. My mom had a little redheaded baby, single woman, and granted, my mom is a very attractive woman who's smart and
She's
cool.
so hot.
She's the best.
Yeah.
Granted,
Boobs are great.
Yes.
Oh, sucky.
Dude, I got to for 4 years.
Oh, you lucky duck.
Granted, that's who wants to, that sounds terrible, but it takes, okay, I'll rephrase it to sound smart. It takes a really solid man in his own life to take on a relationship, committed, truthfully relationship to someone who has a child from somebody else and from a divorce.
Yeah.
So there's a certain type of guy that has the balls to do that. And I reward, I salute all men that do that because that's tough, dude. It's tough to get in with a woman who's like, by the way, I have a kid with some other fucking guy that you don't know that could be a nightmare and might still be in our lives. Now, granted, he wasn't, but for my stepdad who became my father, did all the things, dude. Taught me how to ride a bike, play hoop. He was the guy. He became my dad.
That's
you know what I mean?
Wild obviously kudos to him because he did a fantastic job. You're a great gentleman, but it is wild that moment where your mom goes, I have a child, and not only do you have a child and you have to date the girl with the child, it's also the child's young enough where you have to be the dad. It's not
because I looked up to him.
To be the dad.
Because this cool guy now is around, who's nice to my mom, who makes my mom happy. So you immediately kind of, you idolize him a little bit because you're a young boy and you're like, well, this cat I really like this guy. I hope he stays around. I like having a guy. It's nice to have another dude. You know what I'm saying? So that takes a lot. It does take a lot of balls to raise a kid that isn't yours. And I genuinely reward every guy out there that's raising a kid that isn't yours because that's hard. I know that's not. There's no way that's easy. There's no way. Because there is always the question of why didn't my dad? Why don't I have... You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's also you have to love it, which is crazy. It's not even yours.
Right.
So you love it through your love of your wife or whatever.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I think obviously you love the kid, but it's dude, you ever this is not a good comparison, but sort of. You ever have to pet sit like a dog?
Oh yeah.
And the dogs have to go out. It's I don't even shit on the ground. I don't love you.
Yeah.
I gotta take you for a walk. Fuck you. I don't care. I don't love you. Right? And then eventually I think you go, oh no, I love you. But that transition.
Well, they have to do one cute thing.
Yeah.
They do one thing and you go, you son of a bitch.
Got me.
Look at you, you son of a, get over here.
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah, I have a dog who I can't even describe to you how much I love. And we have dog sitted other dogs.
Yeah.
And I look at my dog and I go, do you want to go out? What do you want to do? And then the other dog's like, I want to come too. And it's I jump off the balcony.
Yeah, go.
Who are you?
Go. Outside. You sleep outside.
Yep, I left the door open. Goodbye. Yeah.
Does your dog sleep in bed with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it sleep right up by you or by your feet?
So, cutest thing ever, and maybe your dog does it too, my dog sleeps underneath the covers.
Whoa.
My dog's also 11 pounds. It is, dude.
11 pounds. So very tiny.
Really tiny. Yeah.
What kind of dog is that?
Like a Chihuahua Terrier.
Okay, right
It's
on.
me, but a dog.
Yeah.
Dude, I had
What's it called?
what's it? Greta.
Greta.
Cute.
Cute.
Yeah, Greta Garbo. So I call her Gigi.
After the famous Greta Garbo, the actress.
There you go.
Many people may not know who that is.
Silent movie star, guys.
Greta Garbo, very, very talented, was also
Hot.
very good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back when, like, it is funny when you look at like, old movie stars of those eras that a lot of them were just extremely talented, but the looks thing was like when you saw a looker, you were like, oh, wow. That you could tell how hot she is even in black and white.
Oh
You
yeah.
know
oh
what I
yeah.
mean? You're like, oh my God, you're hot in black and white. That's unbelievable.
But it's also that, and also, dude, there's no plastic surgery, so you look like that, like naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. There's no face tune.
Nope.
There's no color. Like it just. And there's talk about aura. We talked about 10 minutes ago. Those motherfuckers have to. There's no. The editing is lack. Have you ever seen Marlon Brando's screen test for Streetcar Named
Yeah,
Desire?
streetcar, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I look
The
at
guy
that and
was
go,
an enigma.
I'm gay.
Yeah.
Like I'm for that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
That's your guy, huh? That would be your type, Brando?
Holy shit.
Young Brando.
Yeah, young
Obviously. Older Brando, not the same.
Young Brando.
My guy would have been
Who?
Steve McQueen, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Bad boy motorcycle, zoom me up. I want
Yeah.
him to pick me up, you know, let my little hair in the wind behind him on a bike, you know?
Do you know the Louis bit? I just want a boyfriend. Do you know that bit?
Yeah.
Dude, he said that bit, and I paused the special, and I go, yeah.
Yeah. I want a
I
boyfriend.
just, because it's like, yeah, I just want, just hold me. Like, let me feel protected. It feels so, it's maybe because, I didn't have a dad, but like,
Yeah.
I just someone hold me. Like, that's big. It
What do you
feels
think,
good.
What are the percentages of comedians that didn't have dads or had broken home fathers? You think
I
it's
mean-
over 80? You think it's like
Yes.
75, 80?
Oh, I
Yeah.
think it's like 90. I think we're in the 90s.
Could be, because I do have a lot of friends that have parents, very healthy relationships, but we're kids of the 80s. And so that was just such a normal thing. When I was a kid growing up, it was almost like everybody I met whose parents were still together, I was like, whoa,
Weird.
what's going on?
Wait, he didn't
Is
want
one of
to
them
leave?
dying? Are they sick?
Yeah, I mean-
yeah, one of them's got to be sick.
How cool are you that you stayed?
It's
That's what I
nuts.
think.
Yeah, all my friends growing up, at some point, their parents split around kind of a lot of the same time. The wildest shit to me was they waited for the kids to go to college and then they have a divorce.
Yeah.
Because they're staying together for the kid. But then you think, well, they were old enough to know that you guys weren't getting along the whole time.
Yeah, different rooms.
Yeah, you just gotta gone.
Really, is that where you're at? Like if you have trouble, another life. If you
Yeah.
have issues, if you have kids, issues with the wife, are you the stay with the kid, stay with the marriage because of the kids type of guy? Do you feel like, or you
We don't
to,
have
like,
kids, but if we did have kids, and it got rocky and bad, you'd fight until you can't fight anymore. But I wouldn't then go to the place of like, well, let's just stay together for the kids, because I wouldn't want her to be miserable, me to be miserable. It would be transferred to the kids.
That's where I'm at.
Inevitably they're going to feel it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just rip the Band-Aid off, because let's say if she hates you or you hate her or you guys it's just not happening anymore. The kids are the teenagers. They're smart enough to know. They fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
They can tell that it's like, yeah, fucking mom won't even look dad in the face.
something's weird,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I have, excuse me, I live with my girlfriend now. If we have a tiff, the dog like the
dog knows.
is in her crate. She's never in her crate. She goes right into her crate. So like
funny.
you can feel it. Like,
The tension's real.
dude, I grew up in a household with tension. It's like like I could walk, literally, dude. I could walk in the door and you could feel the temperature of the house. To
Yeah.
be like, is my mom in a good mood or my mom's in a bad mood? Open the door and you could feel it.
Was that from the stepdad or just because?
Just because, I mean, it's like she was a single mom for the majority of me living at the house. You know, the stepdad was there, but for like maybe 2 years.
And then he died?
Yeah, she killed him. She's a murderer.
Wow.
Serial murderer.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's like that show Nurse Jackie. That's like your mom, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Just a lot of drugs. Didn't she get addicted to drugs?
I think that's what I have no idea. I never saw
I
the
have
show.
no idea.
I have
I don't
no
know.
fucking clue. I think it was in my mind. It was like Dexter, but Nurse Dexter.
Yeah, I think
Probably not.
No, I think she got addicted. Dude, she's addicted to opiates. She probably killed a bunch of people. I'm watching Sopranos. Speaking of her, I've never seen it before. Dude, never saw it. I'm in season 2, episode whatever the fuck, and this is dumb. Everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
Michael, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Fucking it's dumb.
Sure.
Dude, no. I show you not.
So
2 days
funny.
ago,
You never saw it?
missed a spot on purpose because I was like, I don't give a fuck. I
gotta
have to finish.
watch.
I have to.
So I've done it. I 3 times is the number I keep telling myself, but truly 2.5 times. I've cycled through.
All the way through.
Yeah.
God.
Well, dude, we live on airplanes.
Yes.
I download everything I can download, and then at some point, a couple years ago maybe, my buddy Vin and I were joking around about it, and he was like, "Just rewatch it then." I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck? Why don't I?"
Yeah.
It's one of those things where once you put something to bed, you kind of just don't do. It's almost like I know how much I used to like Breaking Bad, but will I watch it again? I don't know. Maybe. I
did.
guess
That's the only one I've ever rewatched.
that was such a good. It's like yeah,
Dude.
But Sopranos, come on, dude.
Well, everyone.
Bada bing.
I mean, everyone. I mean, it's so dumb me being excited about a thing that came out 20 years
No,
ago
it's
or
great.
whatever. But like, truly, it's so good. Like, I can't. It's like the first season was like reading like a fantastic book. And I just like every character. I want to fuck everybody. I'm talking in Italian. Like, I want to be them so bad.
know.
They make killing people so
Cool. They glorified it so well. It's such a good job of like, but the show also did a very good job of showing the downfalls of that lifestyle. Just like all those great gangster movies and TV shows. Like the fact that like every guy you bought weed from in high school always had a Scarface poster in his room, and you're like, dude, don't you know how this ends?
Yeah, did you see the end of the movie?
Did you see the fucking movie?
Not
dude?
good.
They're like,
Not
he's
good.
the shit. You're like, yeah, dude, he dies in his own house getting shot up. Say hello. That was always funny. Every dude's house I went over to buy weed in high school, it was always like they had a Scarface poster.
Yeah.
The movie Belly was like on DVD.
I love Belly.
Yeah, that was such a good movie.
Oh, it was so
It
good.
was like always that, and they had glass tables, and there was always ash in there from smoking indoors. They always smoked cigarettes inside.
Clean.
No.
Windex.
It's just a cultural thing,
Okay.
man. It's just like the guy that sells drugs, he is that guy. And it always smelled dirty in the apartment, even though the apartment was kind of clean. It was such a weird subculture of buying weed. Now,
The carpet was brown.
always brown.
Always brown.
brown. Yeah, it was born brown.
Yeah.
It's not like it turned brown. It was
Correct.
a born brown
They
carpet.
put it. They go, hey, we need a color brown.
brown, yeah.
Don't want it.
Stuff's gonna spill. There'll be Hennessy spilled on this carpet. You never smoked pot, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do now?
No.
Never.
Very like when I have trouble sleeping on tour, I hit a little vape.
What about your girl? Does she indulge in anything?
No.
Sober.
sober? I mean, she loves wine.
Yeah.
Loves wine. She's
Yeah.
a big wine at dinner lady.
She's not in the business though.
No, well, not in the comedy business. She's a
She's an
like
actor.
director writer.
A director writer.
Thank God.
Not in front of the camera.
No, sir.
This is good. This goes back to Al Madrigal's famous line of one head shop per household. So that's good.
Funny.
One head shop per household. That's
I
the
mean,
goal. If
funny.
she's behind the camera, you're good. That's fine.
I've dated an actress.
Yeah.
Very nice woman.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
Too much.
Well, and if I'm being honest with you,
Yes, sir.
Betty White was weird. That was weird that you did hook up with her for that long. And I don't know if people know that, but you dated her for quite a long time.
That's why she died.
Yeah, you fucked her to death.
I fucked her to death. Got a big old Jewish hog.
Wow.
I know.
You're snipped too, right? You're clipped.
Have to.
Like a good boy.
Are you?
Yeah, but I feel like I didn't know anybody that wasn't. In fact, the kids at school that weren't snipped, with the little anteater husk.
What's happening?
It was so weird.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened to your parents?
Yeah.
They didn't love you? They didn't want to snip? Meanwhile, over there, across the pond, unsnipped, my buddy Mark.
Why?
Well, they don't snip over there. I think they think it's like baby mutilation or something like that.
I think it's a little bit of that. I mean,
But it's for health reasons.
Yeah, but also they're taking away. I mean, it's something astronomical how much nerve endings are taken away from us. So the dudes with
Imagine what we would feel.
I mean,
See, I already feel enough. I don't know if I need any more.
I come fast now.
Yeah.
So like, I couldn't even imagine.
I just came.
Good.
Yeah. And I didn't even need those nerve
fucking
endings.
awesome. I mean, wouldn't that be fucking
Well,
awesome?
we talked about, there was a girl we found on the internet years ago, and then she went on YMH. There's like a condition where a woman can't stop coming. She had like a multiple, or she like comes all day from trauma though. Yeah, it's bad.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not
The
a good-
last part's not great.
Yeah, well, it has to come from somewhere. It's not natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be coming all day long.
I mean, why would there's no world that you no.
No, dark. Dark.
Awful. Just
Dark.
every single yes. I just taking money out of Wells Fargo, just coming. That's awful.
Oh my God, pumping gas.
Pumping gas, going to Ralph's, getting this woman loves avocados, just coming over the avocados.
I mean, you can wait in no lines. You can't wait in a line.
You can't go outside.
Yeah. Yes, that's that's
Yeah.
the issue. So,
Yeah.
I guess if that was your disposition, if you came all the time, where would you live? If you couldn't really go anywhere,
Yeah.
like where is your little oasis? Like where would you love to retire or to end up? You want to go back to the East Coast?
This is a great question.
or be here?
I think I'm gonna have to be here. I was a big back to East Coast guy for so long. I crossed the barrier into don't know if I can go back East Coast.
Wow. Even
Love-
though mom is there?
Mom's there. I mean, literally everyone's there. Mom,
But
sister,
but what is
brother.
it you think? You just love the West Coast.
The weather.
You love
It's
California.
yeah, it's just the weather.
Yeah.
And it is, but yeah, so it would be here. It would honestly probably be Malibu, to be honest.
If you really got paid.
Yeah,
That's big money out there.
yeah.
That's a nice peaceful place to go.
Do you think you could ever just like stop and
No.
just retire? No,
No,
right?
no.
It's.
I'll die.
Yeah, I mean, on stage I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
In some weird A loft, I'm gonna die. Like what?
What is specific? Those Marriott A-lofts? Yeah. I'm
they're
going to
like-
die in one of them A-lofts, dude.
They're not shitty, but they're not good.
That's so funny. Yeah, they don't know what they are. They don't even know.
It's all over the place.
You know the
It looks like a
hotels.
Dave and
You know the
Buster's.
hotels that have a like a little store in the you know what I mean?
I don't like those.
Yeah, that's when you know it's down low. That you're like, what is this? A little shop in the front?
The shop, though, I will say, when they have the espresso machine, I'm in.
Oh, that's huge.
I mean,
Well, so now that you've upgraded on tour, you're
Yeah.
selling more tickets and
Yeah.
you're moving around. Do you put yourself ever in nice hotels?
yeah,
spoil yourself a little
I
bit.
got bougie. The only thing I'm bougie about right now is travel. So it's like,
well, because
so-
we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's if I'm traveling with the whole team, then we usually get an Airbnb because it doesn't make any sense to get 5 rooms.
How
or
many
whatever.
people to go with you?
I will have 1, 2, 3, 4 people.
Who? Well, who? Like
So
a-
the videographer, 2. Oh, I'm sorry. So 4 total. The videographer and 2 openers generally.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You bring 2 people. Mm-hmm. God bless.
I would say probably 60%, 70% of the time bring 2 people.
Where do you find these
They're
comics?
my buddies.
Oh, really?
Yes. they're
Do
my
I know who
buddies.
they are?
I think so. Probably Daniel Weingarten,
Daniel Weingarten, and who's the other one?
Will Burkhart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Will Burkhart, and then I have 2 guys if I'm going East Coast. So Neil Ghosh and then Case Rosso.
And and this is who you always have.
Yeah, it's like I put out a sheet.
What are
and
they do?
tell me-
2020 and you?
Yeah,
But and this is clubs or theaters now?
it's more theaters and clubs, but definitely still clubs. I don't think I'll ever stop doing clubs.
Yeah.
I
Depends on the club. I could stop doing some of them.
yeah.
There's a couple that I won't go back to anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But there's
Of course.
there's some that I'll do till I die.
Dude, I mean, Denver Comedy Works. I don't think I'll ever do the theater there. Even like I can, we
You will.
can.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Yeah, you will.
All right. But if but they're
Paramount's great, man.
dude, but they're so I don't have to tell you this. Clubs are just they're just better, man.
The energy is amazing. It does feel different. When I'm at the theater, I'm doing a big theater run at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And to do my special. And theaters do have a more button-up professional. Okay, look, clubs feel like I'm going out drinking with a bunch of buddies.
Yeah.
And the theater feels like I'm going out for a really nice dinner. Both rewarding in their own way. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm excited for the meal. Theaters are much more like I'm putting on a hour show. I'm doing an hour and I'm putting on a show.
Don't you feel like certain theaters, like I did the Neptune in Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
That's just like a big club.
Yeah.
Wilbur, big club. Like it just is a theater, but it feels super intimate.
Yeah.
There's other ones that I'm sure you've done too, where you're like, you're just yelling into a light, and you're like, what is this?
Sometimes it's big and deep, but the beauty is when you're humming right in theater,
Yeah.
the noise is unmatched.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's unmatched. Like I'm playing the Met in Philly, and we played
shit.
that as bad friends together.
Yeah.
And it was, there's something about these big, beautiful theaters that when
Yeah.
it's moving the right way and everyone's on the same frequency,
Yeah.
buddy, it's. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's the greatest feeling I think a comic can have is when your rhythm is good and the jokes are sliding right into place. Yeah, you can't kind of get that. You can't get in a club because clubs are kind of so wild.
Yeah.
There's so much going on in a club. They're fucking eating and drinking and talking, and they're a little distracted. Theaters, they're so focused. It's like
Yeah.
there is no distraction in a theater.
Yeah.
There's no check drop.
I think
There's no check drop.
I think there is part of me that maybe just because I have done more clubs and theaters that I kind of like the chaos.
Yeah, no,
I
you
kinda
do. Well,
like-
it also
it's-
it lends itself to you. That's what you do. The people have seen your videos online. You really do like that interactive chaos. I want to do I'm gonna do the show. I just
Yeah.
want to do the show. I don't really want to get into the nitty gritty with them.
Yeah.
And that's just a personality choice. It's just because when I was young, I think I was intrigued by it, and then I slowly just got away from it. But it was just my style
Yeah.
became very specific. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Your style's always kind of been that way, so it caters to you perfectly. It's almost like you can't wait to see, a guy with a sideways nose. You're like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a clip, dude. I can't wait to clip this guy.
This Mr. Potato Head,
Yeah.
bitch.
Who put your head together? Huh? You got a mirror at home? Break it. No.
But you know what's crazy is like it's everything people see online. They still let me do my act.
Well,
which
yeah.
is
well, they want to see you do. Yeah, they want to see it.
yeah, which is I didn't know that was gonna be a thing. I literally thought people were gonna be like, cool, crowd work, hour and 10, do it or I'll kill you.
Right.
You give them the 15, and then they don't. Then it's fine.
Yeah. They pay the ticket because they want to see what you're doing. They know what you do in the short stints, but they want to
Yeah.
see what's really going on. It's almost like yeah, I've had one of their sandwiches. I'd like to go try and let's go see what they really do. Like I want to go see the whole restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing. And if it's the quality is there, then they really get a real show. Then they get a good show. You know.
Let me ask you this, because you've done this. I mean, how many specials have you put out?
A couple. I did a
Yeah.
half-hour Comedy Central. I did one with Showtime. I did one with Netflix.
Yeah.
So just
And that's
two
2.5
hours and then the half hour.
Yeah, so 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, so I just 3 months ago, whatever, filmed my first one, and now I'm in the process of, excuse me, rebuilding.
Oh yeah.
What, dude? It's like every other show I want to blow my head off. Like,
Yeah, that's never gonna
this
go
is
away.
okay.
No.
This is. I needed to ask. Like, is this just what it is now?
Yeah, you're gonna have a bunch
Bro.
of these existential crises, and also, dude, I'm having midlife crisis. We're in our middle of our life, so it's also your age is interesting. I don't know whether or not you guys are planning on if you have a future with this woman and you guys want to have a family or get married and all that stuff is happening around this age.
Yeah.
So you're kind of questioning everything of your reality. So the stand-up part is like, which should be the relief. The pressure becomes more because you give a fuck and you've worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
So that's never gonna escape you. It's a good thing. If you were content and were like, who cares? That's concerning. Well, then you don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of wasting your time. So yes, you should feel like I want to jump off a roof. This isn't worth it. Nothing is funny, and I'm the worst.
Like
if you
the
don't,
worst,
if you don't
dude.
feel that way, you're a phony. If you're real with yourself, you have to be looking at it, and judging yourself harshly and continuing to get better and try, because otherwise you're just a washout. Then you're just another number who's not really dedicated. And by the way, there's plenty of people who have been in our business for years that are mailing it in, phoning
Yeah.
it in. Yeah, well,
Which I have no idea how you do that.
it's
like-
it seems sad from my perspective because to me it's like you're gonna get up there on stage and not try or not care and just bail out on everything. Like, give it a whirl, man. Who cares? I mean, I just feel like you should hate and love your stuff at the same time. You should be like, I'm really proud of this, but I also want to keep working and I can't rest on my laurels. I just want to like improve. If you look back at a
Yeah.
special and you're like, it was perfect front to back. It's like, well, you're out of your mind.
Out of your mind.
Yeah, you're a lunatic.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like that hour and whatever is gone, and then I'm building for the
How
for
much
the
do you have now?
Next one, probably 40.
That's good.
But 40. That's like, all right.
Right.
Not like probably 30 of it's like this shit works, and then the other whatever 10, 15. You're like, this is okay. This does it.
Even the crowd goes,
Literally, dude.
yeah, okay.
And then you're like, and then you have this is a new thing for me too. That's why I'd love your take on this. Is like then all these people are spending all this money. There's all this pressure. People are like, oh, I love this guy. I saw him last year. He crushed. And then you come out with the new stuff, and then you feel like everybody's like, how do you fucking deal with that?
Dude, you got to keep grinding at it.
Okay.
That's it's
there's no
just
answer?
time and
Yeah.
work. No, it's
All
time
right.
and work. There's nothing else that's going to fix it. It's almost like, honestly, to bring it back to the outside of the stand-up world is like, in your relationship, you're going to have troubles, and sometimes you feel like you're hitting the exact same wall. You're like, we already fought about this.
Yeah.
What didn't I fight about this with you like
Yeah.
a month ago?
Look.
But if you don't keep pushing and trying to fix it, it only gets worse and worse. So you're like, I have to keep trying to make this good and right and what I like. Otherwise, it's never gonna get good or go away. When I feel like my favorite time is if I've worked a bit enough and tried and gone through the shit and gone through the strife. After a certain amount of time, you either find it, you truly do go, I got it, that I get it now.
Yeah.
Or you put it aside for a while, and for some reason it pops back up in like the most beautiful way.
What is
I don't know. I think sometimes putting things down and reflecting and changing your scope and your viewpoint, it somehow reinvigorates your brain to like see it in another funny or a different or a better deliverable way. Sometimes it's just a couple words. Sometimes it's like 2 words.
I mean, it's insane how much if you just put something aside and you'll be like reminded of it just in a conversation. You go,
Right.
oh shit,
yeah.
I did have that thing about scorpions, and then all of a sudden and then you're like, oh, it works, and it's just
Right.
sometimes it's just a position. Sometimes it's just like you had it in minute 8, and now it's minute 47, and it works because this thing connects to this, and then all of a sudden it works.
Right.
What is happening?
Yeah. I think sometimes putting it away for a little while helps it grow, and then you get back to it and you appreciate it differently because you're like, I spent so much time with this fucking thing. Why didn't it work? And then once you step away, you come back, you go, right. It's because this didn't make sense there. They weren't hearing it the way I heard it in my head.
Yep.
And now if I put this word in front of it, people immediately go, right, this is more receivable.
Yeah.
Right. Like I have a joke,
Say the whole thing.
yeah, I have a school shooting joke, and I recently changed the front half of it,
Yeah.
and now I get it. Now I get it. Do you know what I mean? Like before,
Hold on.
before it was funny, but now I'm like, oh, it's very funny.
Oh,
Because
I
the
understand.
context of it makes more sense.
I understand.
And I was like, oh, they were just, I thought, this happens to me. I don't know if this happens to you with your girl, but like, sometimes I'll say some shit to her and then she'll go, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? And I say it and she goes, I think you hear it in your head.
Yeah.
You said something to yourself in your head and then you communicated the second half to me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear the first half. And then I'm like, oh, right. Okay. So I give her context, then it makes more sense. Same way with jokes. There's times where I'm like, I think they might understand it from my perspective, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
So you're like, no, you have to put the thing out. Then they get there. Then they can see the. So I think that happens a lot, more often than not with comedy. Because
Yeah.
you're like, don't you see that?
Yeah.
You're like, no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
I always
about.
label as, I always go, they don't know where I am.
Yeah, they don't know where you
They
are.
have no idea where I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, the bowling ball, right? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
tell us.
Yeah,
tell
talk
us.
about the guy with the nose. It's like, no one
Right.
knows the
Get
fuck.
to Mr. Potato Head already. Guy sucks. How long have you been together? I don't want to pry about your relationship, but I'm interested because I didn't know you had a lady.
Yeah, about a year.
It's good though,
Dude,
And you moved in fast, huh?
Yeah, and
That's good.
I said yeah, like I'm upset. I'm not at all. Like this has been the first girl of my life, and maybe it's a product because of the position I am in my life where I feel super ready. But this has been the first girl ever where you know that like love at first sight thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was a crock of shit, Disney, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Buddy, I am telling you, we met at the bar for the first time, and she turned and looked at me, and I was like, "Welp, this might be it."
Moving in.
I mean, right then.
Moving in. Let's move in.
Yeah.
You guys get a Subaru. What the first date was a bar? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude,
Not
but
even a big drinker. You're like, let's go to a bar.
I mean, the funny thing is, when I was single, it's like, what else? Where you want to go to the driving range? I mean,
I talk to Fahim about that all the time because he, like, Fahim is my oldest friend in comedy.
he's so funny.
He's the best. And we
God,
talk about
he's
that
so
all the time because I always say, like, where do you go? Because Fahim's not a big drinker at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you kind of have to do a bar or you have to, like, get super creative or, like, go to a place that already has an event that, like,
Yeah.
lends itself to you being a part of something without having to really interact.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, that's so much strategy involved.
It's too much, and if Fahim's doing that, hats off. I'm too late. I was just like, fuck, let's go to a bar, and
Lazy,
I'll have a drink, and I'm not opposed to it. It's still fun, but it's like if I would pick like a coffee and have that type of high versus like one drink and that high, I'm going coffee every day. It just numbs me a bit, and not in a good way.
Are you a snob about coffee?
No.
Like in the morning, you have to have a certain kind of.
So I have to have espresso. I'm a big, like, you bring me drip coffee, no.
That's so
What
funny.
is this?
Oh,
What is this?
It's brown water, bean water.
It doesn't,
Good old fashioned bean water.
it doesn't do anything for me. Like, I have a sip and I feel weird. I don't feel caffeinated. I don't feel up. I'm ready to go.
Good
Yeah.
old drip coffee for me, baby.
Really?
I mean, I like it all. I'm a big cappuccino guy, though. Love a cappuccino.
Do you have a maker at your, yeah, you
Yeah.
have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of
you
those.
have to.
And we have an old school coffee machine, and I fucking make a pot of coffee every morning.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
You go pot of coffee. If you have a
Yep.
cappuccino versus pot, you're going pot.
Sometimes I'll have a cappuccino first thing in the morning, walk the dog, take a shit, read, blah blah blah, catch up on some stuff, then have coffee to go. Usually I have to grab the coffee on the way out.
Okay. Is that your morning? What does your morning routine look like?
Almost every day,
Interesting.
it's the same thing. Wake up, take a shower, go out with the dog, or she takes the dog
I'm
out.
sorry to pause you. You take shower. You wake up and take a shower.
Right away. Have to.
What did you do at night?
Panic.
Okay.
I still lost 6 pounds in sweat.
Really? Are you a sweat guy?
I shower first thing in the morning. I have to.
Why?
I just something about it starts my day. It's like the engine goes. You know, because my whole life as a kid is like you wake up, get a shower, go to school. Wake up, get in the shower, go to class.
Okay.
Wake up, take a shower, go to work. So like I lived that just was pre-programmed.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's because my parents were like that. Like my mom, you wake up, you go take a shower.
That's fat. Yeah, that's so fat. Like
It wakes me up. It truly is it's like my favorite way to like, okay, now I'm alive.
Are you a cold shower guy at the end?
I'm a cold shower guy, period. I know that sounds insane, but yeah. I don't take hot showers, really. I mean, in the winter, but it doesn't get that cold here.
Hold the. No.
Yeah, I take cold showers. Yeah.
okay.
They're not freezing cold.
Right.
But it's not, I don't, super hot water, I save that for the hot tub. Hot tubs, yes, relaxation.
Yeah.
But that's to zone out. I want to wake up. So hit me with a little bit of room temp water, maybe a little bit colder sometimes to really, shiver me timbers.
Well, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's the wake up. In my head, you're taking showers like me, which is like these long, hot things.
Nope.
Oh well, okay.
I'm in and out of the shower in 5 minutes max.
Yeah, I mean you'll die if
Yeah.
you go. It's too cold.
Hypothermia.
Yeah, dead.
No, I honestly I don't understand long showers. Like I think it's the weird. What are you doing in there?
Well, yours are cold. That's why.
But I mean,
My-
what are you doing in the hot water? You standing there?
Yeah.
Thinking?
Dude, the amount of bits and the amount of like failed suicide attempts. No, the amount of just like just like oh, dude, it's just so many.
That's your
thoughts.
collection time?
Yes.
See, my collection time is long walk. That was my Native American name, long walk. I would take long. I just like to take long ass fucking walks, and
Yeah.
that is really when I mentally vomit. Like my wife and I'll take long walks, and we'll talk about anything and nothing at all. And then a lot of times that's where my brain starts going, hey, and then I'll just puke out all this wild shit, and then I just write it down in my phone about conversations that we had, because a lot of times my most creative moments are when we're talking out life or
Yeah.
talking about whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then usually that'll fuel something in my head to go, oh, I remember I had a joke about that or something about that popped into my mind. But long walks, for some reason, they jolt me in a way.
yeah.
Yeah, but I check out. The shower, checked out. At the gym, I'm not even there. You could have a full conversation with me in the gym. I won't remember a word we said.
I don't know how people say to me they get like creative in the gym. There's no fucking
No way, dude.
way.
Nothing's in there. I'm so empty-headed when I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm literally thinking about the song or the sports center that I'm watching.
Yeah.
And it's mindless nothingness going in and out of my head.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'll listen to a podcast and have zero idea
Yeah.
what is even
What did I
happening.
even hear?
had nothing.
Yeah, I'll do those education podcasts, and by the end of it, she'll be like, "What was it about?" And I'm like, "The fucking, I think it, Yellowstone. I think it was National Park. I won't know.
Was it? Do you absorb in from it? You feel no.
I'm full.
Wait.
The sponge is full, dude. I got no more room.
But you strike me as someone who can regurgitate.
I will grab
shit.
it. Yes, I'll
Okay.
grab bullshit and
Yeah.
I'll give you some weird facts.
Great.
But it's not. It doesn't stay up there.
Never.
No,
Even like
I-
a read or
No. I just nothing stays in there. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what.
It's
never.
full.
Never. I just. I could watch a document. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I think it means I'm stupid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it has to, right? Like
dude,
there's,
yeah.
there's no way.
No, I just think we're full. I think once the sponge is full, it's full. I think there's no. You'd have to get rid of a lot to let more in.
Yeah.
And I'm out. I don't. Like I saw on a clip that someone put up of my show of me talking to Sam Morrell about how many cigarettes are smoked in a day, and it was a fact I learned that it was, I think, 14 billion or something like that or whatever. And yeah, that was the whole reason it was a big
Too many.
stun. Yeah,
Too many.
But I only remembered that we had that conversation because I saw it on a clip on a podcast.
Well, this is not. This like
This will go into the ether.
ether. Like every single podcast, I'm not shitting you, I've ever done in my life.
Don't remember.
It's like the stream of consciousness. We're having a good time. I'm having a great time right now. But I get all. You ever like finish Bad Friends or even finish this podcast and you sit with your producers and you're like, what's the title going to be? And you go, cool. What the fuck did I even talk about?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, we let them pick it. That's because I'm just like, you say whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever phrase stuck out, they go, we'll take it. We'll take it.
We
from
get it from
here.
here. Yeah.
We'll take over. Where do we go when we die, Blaustein?
I think just gone. I
Nothingness.
Nothingness. Here's the thing. I hope that it's this. The soul leaves your body, and the soul goes to a beautiful place, and your grandparents are there, and maybe you're reincarnated into a butterfly and all that kind of cool. I pray it's cool. I pray.
If you were reincarnated,
Yeah.
don't you think you'd want to be a bigger animal than a butterfly? As small of a man as you are now.
Yeah, but
I think in the
butterfly-
afterlife you'd want to be like an elk or something?
Yeah,
Like
but
a moose?
that's a good point. But I feel like I am kind of a butterfly in life. I feel like this
I know, you
little,
already did it.
This little thing.
You
where
don't
I'm
live
like,
that twice. Get something else, dude.
Cool, yeah.
Be
All right.
something else.
Like a tiger.
Yeah.
What would you be?
I cut you off though. What do you really think it is?
I
you
just
think ultimate nothing.
done.
Yeah, blackness, right.
But
I get this.
And
I
it
get
sucks.
this.
It sucks, and I don't want to be.
Right.
But if someone's like gun to my head, what do you believe, or if you're bet your mom's life or whatever, nothingness.
Wow.
And maybe that's why I'm like Russia, press the button because
Press it.
it doesn't matter.
Let's go, Pootie.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream where you're swimming? You ever been swimming in a dream?
I want to say probably, but nothing comes to my head that
Flying or floating or any of that in a dream?
flying for sure.
Okay. That's what I think I am. That's what I think the death afterlife is. Flying, floating,
like
swimming.
a butterfly?
Something free and light. No, but I'm not in a nameable form. I'm not in like a form. It's like you're an entity. You're just an energy flying all the time.
Do you have a purpose?
No, but do we anyway?
I try. I mean,
I don't think we have anything here.
really.
I think our purpose here is to enjoy the gift that is you're here, be cool, and try to give.
Do you give?
I give.
In what? I'm asking because this is for me.
I like charity. I like doing things.
Okay.
I like to do things for other people. People may not know,
Yeah.
but I enjoy that. I think that feels good to do. You know what I mean? Simple stuff, small stuff throughout the day or the week. I mean, but I do like to give. I like to give to charities.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fucking you know. I don't know. I feel like a purpose in life definitely is to help others in some way. Whatever it is. It doesn't have to be monetary.
Yeah.
But I think you're supposed to help people. I don't,
Yeah.
in whatever way works for you, but I think it's cool. I don't know. I like to help people out in whatever tiny way I can.
Yeah, I think my parents definitely like shoved that in my brain too. Like I tried in any capacity to help people in not a monetary way. But my next question to you, just because, and I know I keep phrasing shit like this, but just because I feel like you're whatever ahead of me, so you've lived this part of your career and I haven't, so I'm like very fascinated on like how you handled it, because obviously you did it well or right, but like how you have nothing, and when I say you I mean me, you have nothing, and then all of a sudden you have too much, and then you're like, I don't know what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. But I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed. Like, yeah, saving money, wealth manager, blah. But like, what do you like in terms of charity? Was there a moment where you go, I have excess. Let me let me give. Was there a moment, and how did you handle that?
No,
and,
I think like, and I don't. It's not like I'm look loaded to the gills.
Yeah,
I just have enough that I think I can, if I can give a little bit of money here and there to charities or to things that I care about, it works.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was a moment. I don't think there was like a, I don't know. I think my parents were pretty ingrained in like doing stuff.
Yeah.
And like you should, and that's a good thing to do. You know, my mom, and again, this doesn't have to, I think people think about it, they're like giving away tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
No, but like my mom, there's a thing in Chicago, or there was a thing called Streetwise. I don't know if it's still there, but it's
Why do I know that?
homeless people would go, it's a paper, but they would go to the Trib, they would buy this newspaper, and they would sell it for, they'd buy it from the Trib for $1. I think they'd sell it for $2, so they'd get to keep $1 on every paper they sold or something like that. And my mom would buy one every single time she saw one selling, some homeless guy selling Streetwise. And she wouldn't take the paper. She's like, I don't need the paper, but I'll just give you the $1 because you're hustling and you're working.
Got it.
So I think shit like that moves the universe. I think small shit moves the world in a
Yes.
way that I think a million people doing those things way more important than one dude giving 50 grand to some charity. Now, please give 50 grand to children's charity, cancer charities if you have it. I'm just saying, I think more people doing small things is bigger than people know.
100%.
Tiny shit, dude. Crazy tiny shit that you can do. I just think it would make all of us a little bit easier. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Doesn't have to be detrimental to your time or your whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something about it that I think as maybe I'm getting older and I feel it more.
No, dude, I think you're totally right. It's like the word of mouth thing. It's like one person finds this comic funny, one person finds this show funny. All of a sudden, that word of mouth is the most powerful thing in the world. So I think it's like this internal word of mouth where someone does something nice for you, and maybe you are not thinking about it consciously, but subconsciously you're like, oh, that's the way that I have to repay that in some weird way.
Yeah.
And it's like even this, there was like two like young people in front of me at 7-Eleven, and they were like scrounging around. They didn't have enough money. It was like, $6 or something. They didn't have enough money. And I was like, oh, I'll just get it. No worries. And they were like, really? I was like, yeah. And it's like, it's $6, whatever it was, right? But that I feel like, and I didn't do it like, oh, I hope they pay it forward or whatever, but I think they probably will.
Yeah, in some
and
way.
It's just a bunch of that stuff.
Right. Yeah, I think more of that shit is how you get into a place of like moving us in a better direction. So going backwards, what is our purpose? I think it's to fucking enjoy it, have some fun, and see if you can help out your community or people around you or people in your small little inner circle. It doesn't have to be fucking huge. Then I think the world is a better place. Now, push the button still. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, let's get out of here.
We don't need to be here. We literally don't need to be here. I'm so
Push the
sick
button,
of this.
dude. Push
I
the
mean,
button.
what is this?
Push it, dude.
Push it. Let me ask you this.
Imagine if right now, as we're doing this pod,
Good. I like you a lot. This would be fine.
Gone.
Boom. Gone. When you look at, this is a wild question, but I think it's pertained. It pertained to like the whole
is
like
this Friends socks, by the way?
It is.
Friends.
Yeah.
So no one told you life was going to be that way. Lift it up a little bit. Let me see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hate, love.
I never saw one episode of Friends.
Really?
Never.
I think you'd really like it. No?
I don't know.
Okay.
It never got me. The look of it never got me. It just felt like a show where I didn't see anybody that I
understand.
I was like, I don't know. What is that? They all hang out. Okay. I don't know. Nothing in it. Nothing roped me in the way that like Seinfeld roped me.
I was going
in.
to ask you, yeah.
Yeah, because it was situational comedy.
So when you were a kid, where were you at with what'd you watch? Like Saved by the Bell type stuff?
I watched Fresh Prince was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I watched probably every episode of Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell kind of, no, not really.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think Martin, I loved Martin.
Yeah.
Martin, he's the man. What up? Kids have so many kids that are listening are like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, Martin's show was so good. And I think I liked it so much because he played all those characters. Like Shaday Day.
Yeah.
And I just was like, you can do that? You can be a comedian, actor, and like do all these different voices and characters. I thought that was fucking amazing.
Do you know I was so young and I didn't realize till season whatever that it was him.
Oh, that's so funny.
I didn't come to entertain it. I had no idea. I didn't know how things worked. So I was like, I was like, cool. I guess there's other characters. I didn't know that you could like, and especially when they were in the same scenes.
Right.
How the fuck? It was magic to me.
He's the man. And
Dude.
that was the magic of like TV, network TV that just had, I don't know. It had something about it that was so free and loose and stupid and careless.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really trying to give you a message.
No, there's no
Even if
message.
it was a little baby message in there, it was kind of like harmless bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's because it was all about like the characters.
Or if they were trying to do a message, they hit you over the foot, like the Full House thing. They cue the music. You're like, okay, yeah.
What are these pills? Yeah, yeah. That's the other one I watched was
Full House.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Married with Children. I loved.
Oh, I couldn't see it.
My mother hated it.
Dude, couldn't see it.
Yeah.
We had to turn it down to like volume 2 to watch it. Mama, if she came in, Simpsons or that, lose her mind.
Simpsons was totally fine.
Oh,
Yeah, my mom
dude,
just
she
was like
couldn't
not
do it.
into. I still watched it, but she thought that's trash. That's what she said. That's trash television.
It kind of was.
Yeah, but it was
in a
fucking
good way.
amazing.
That was so funny.
And Roseanne, I liked Roseanne
Yep.
a lot as a kid too, because
Yeah,
that was like a Chicago family. It felt like people I knew.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I know these people. These are I know who this is.
Dude.
This is like my neighbors. You know what I mean?
They won the lottery and it all fucking went to shit.
Right, that was the end all be all, right?
God damn it.
Can't win the lottery.
No, you can't. The whole reason people like them is because they have nothing.
Right.
That's why they're funny.
That's the same thing as every one of those shows from the earlier eras of television is, the Jeffersons and like you like these shows, the upstairs downstairs of it all. Like you like the have-nots. Haves
Yeah.
are hard to watch. That's
Yeah.
why I think Friends was tough for me. There were haves. They weren't have-nots. They were all haves.
Yeah.
They lived in like 5,000 square foot
Yeah,
apartments.
what was that?
Well, I always saw that on TV as a kid and was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't understand
These guys
real
live in a
estate.
house
I
in
didn't
New York.
understand-
What the fuck?
I didn't understand real estate, so I had no idea. When they brought that up later, I was like, oh, that makes total sense.
You go to New York once and you're like, "This apartment would have been like $100,000 a month."
I mean,
It was
minimum, dude. I
insane.
lived in Harlem for like 7 years.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
you did?
Oh, yeah.
Where were you? What were your streets? How far?
129th in Amsterdam.
129.
But
You're 10 blocks away from Big L, 139, the danger zone.
Yeah,
Do
be
you know about
careful.
that Big L? One of the greatest of all time. You don't know Big L? Rapper? He
no.
was great. Killed before his time. 139, that was Big L. 139, the danger zone. 129, though, you're up there.
Once when I was up there, they did the rent control though, so it was sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Did you have any family in New York that like had done that thing where you always hear these stories when someone's like, dude, my aunt had a building in New York when we were, or like did any family live in New York when you were a kid?
no. Well, so my grandma and my dad are from Brooklyn.
Right. But they got rid of their apartments.
They got rid of their so
Yeah.
I had none of that. I had none of that. But we have like family lore where it's like, great uncle blah 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 was offered a city block in the meat packing, but it was a meat packing, so he didn't give a fuck. And I'm
Idiot.
like, you son of a bitch,
Idiot.
you son of a bitch.
Idiot.
I mean, a full block, a full block.
They were like, nah, I don't want it.
You idiot.
It's not for me.
Furious. Was flashing in my head. Martin, do you remember you remember the couch, the blue couch, the green couch
What do you mean?
in Martin, the show?
on the show.
I'm going way back. Sorry, it's just in my brain.
The couch, yeah.
I remember I was so. Were you like a horny kid? I'll get to my point.
Yeah, dude.
I'll get to my yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Just full of I think I was more than most.
Sure.
Like I don't know, like
It sounds like it.
uncomfortably horny. Like
you
I was
jerking off all the time?
Oh, buddy. Like it like hurt. I was so horny. But the reason I'm bringing all that up and the couch was this is how horny I was. I remember watching that couch being like, I want to fuck it looks so smooth. Swear to God.
You love the couch.
Dude, I don't know what it was.
Couches got you off.
That couch did.
Wow.
It just because I would fuck my couch
Oh, you
as a young. So I looked at that one. I was like, fuck, man, because that one was like a
So you
leather.
used to fuck your couch. Did you come on the couch?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What do you do?
Just come in
Clean it up?
No.
You leave it.
I'm a big not clean up my cum guy. Still to this day, it's not great. I'm not an advocate for it.
Where is it? It's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's on all your stuff.
it's on a lot of my stuff on the ground a lot.
It's on the ground?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Now
yeah.
that you have a live-in girlfriend, no, this has all changed.
Well, no, I try to clean it up. Before I had to live in anyone, I wouldn't clean it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
You know what?
As a mid to late 30s man,
Yeah,
we got to cut that out, buddy.
I think it's troubling that I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you don't.
I don't. Yeah, no part of me cares.
Did she say something about it?
Me coming to the ground or me?
Anywhere. It's all over the place, I guess, right?
Well,
when she first saw it?
The apartment I just moved in, I've only been there for 7-8 months.
Oh, you got a new one together.
I got a new one, and then she moved in. But
Careful now. Careful how you say that. It's your apartment together. It's our apartment.
It's
That's
our
right.
apartment.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much. Edit that in, out, whatever. But now I'll clean it up. But before, I lived in another place that I had all hardwood, and I just had this
my God.
off. Dude, I brought this up on Stiff Socks every Wednesday with Trevor Wallace, and I brought it up so I thought it was not normal, but I didn't think it was so wild. I had this office space in my apartment, and I would just come on the ground. What I've always done my whole life is just
And
come on
you'd
the ground.
walk out. You just
and
leave it?
Walk out.
Wow.
And dude, it got to a point where
terrible.
it's not great.
No.
And it would obviously dry, and then it got so much that it got
Arms and legs?
yeah. I have a lot of
became
babies.
Slimer. Yeah. It became a baby at some point. You nut enough in a pile on a wood floor, it'll just become a baby at some point.
It becomes like a birdhouse. So it's like black and dark, and so I'm like, all right, man, I gotta clean this up.
Yeah.
So I went down there with like 409 and some paper towels, and it was not coming up. It was, I mean, we're talking about years of cum. So then I take a butter knife
Oh God,
and I'm scraping it off the
I'm
ground.
not gonna eat at your house.
And you shouldn't.
No.
And that's the moment where I go, oh yeah, I need to change my ways. And so I brought it on the podcast, and they were like, hold on, you come in on the ground. It was this massive upheaval.
Yeah.
And I was like, where do you come? Like,
In anything but the ground.
like where? Where do you put it? All over the. I'm sorry. I'll let you answer.
In a piece of clothing that's gonna go in the wash.
So to use it to clean it up, or you come on the piece of clothing?
Well, it depends on what I'm up to. But yeah, if I'm just jerking off, yeah, into a piece of clothing or something nearby, Kleenex, paper
Really?
towel,
It doesn't hinder it for you.
or on myself.
Yeah, I've been doing that recently. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it's me.
Yeah, and I like
me.
I like the warmth. I'm not gonna lie.
It's almost like picking a booger.
Yeah.
Yeah, picking a booger, flicking it. You know what I mean? It's me. It's fine.
So I can't believe you never tasted it.
No, good God.
No, you don't. You're never. You're not
I've
curious.
tried my shit. I've ate my shit twice.
There you go.
You'd think I'd learn the first time. God, this tastes terrible. What the fuck? Why would I do
second
this
time is
twice?
so funny.
Why would I even do this? No, Bobby and I had this conversation. No, never. No chance.
Okay.
No way. But the socks thing, the Stiff Socks podcast with Trevor Wallace every Wednesday,
Yep.
was that birthed out of you guys talking about when you were kids and that was a thing? Did you
No.
stiff socks it when you were a teenager?
No.
You never did
That's
that.
the fun. That's what,
Did he do that?
No. We didn't. When we named the podcast, we didn't even know. It was just like a sophomoric name. We didn't think that we were like, oh, well, we'll talk about like it was, and we both have never done it.
Wow.
I
did it. I did it one time in high school, and then I was like, well, my mom's gonna know.
It's a good idea.
It kind of.
Does it feel bad?
I feel weird because she would do my laundry sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time. In fact, at some point, I always did my laundry. Like she didn't do it when I became a young man. It was like you do your own shit.
Yeah. How old were you? Because I used to do my laundry all the time.
I probably started doing it on my own when I was like, or if I was lucky, I could throw it in with my dad's. You know what I mean? That was always nice because my dad did laundry a lot. He's a clean dude. I think because he was like a military kid. Like his dad was. So there was just everything was like the shoes don't go there. Do you know what I mean by that? When someone's like, "Hey, shoes don't go right there."
Like
everything,
on thing.
wherever things go in their place.
Yeah.
That should be put away. That's how everything felt around my house.
I've become that.
Well, I've always been this guy.
Yeah.
You see, my car has nothing in it.
Yeah.
None of my cars have anything in it. Also, because my dad was like, "Don't leave shit in your car; they'll steal it." Then, sure enough, I had a Hyundai Sonata. They broke in when I first moved out here. They broke into my car and stole a CD book, a book of CDs.
Wow.
That's all they took from me.
That's it. There was
and it cost me a ton of money to get the window fixed. I was like, "Dude, just steal the car. Don't steal a book of CDs."
I mean, maybe that's how shitty your car was.
that
the book of CDs were
You know
more-
what? That Sonata was right, bro. That Hyundai Sonata
Dude,
was
I
right.
met you when you had that Subaru, and I was jealous as fuck.
Oh, the WRX.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember you
I love
pulled
that
up in it,
toy.
and I was like, the sound of it, dude. I
Yeah.
loved it.
That was a fun toy. That Subaru was great. That was
God,
one
I
of my
love
favorite
that.
cars. The WRX. I remember signing for that, and I had a couple of nickels, and I was scared about the payments because
Yeah.
I was like, it wasn't. I mean, by no means was it like a fancy, expensive car, but it wasn't dirt cheap, and I
Yep.
had only had dirt cheap. So I was like, damn, dude, am I gonna be able to make this? And I think at the time, I'm almost positive it was like $235 a month. So that number sounds right to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I gonna be able to make $235 a month?
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna make that?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that? I was so scared. I was like, I
know.
don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it because it was we weren't making any money working on the show,
Zero.
but I was like getting by enough where I was like, I think between insurance and that, I was like, I could do it. I think I could do it, and I fucking treated that car so well. I babied that thing because it was like my little precious little toy.
Yeah.
And then I got hit twice.
No.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah, some PA hit it at Punked. Some PA hit it. Yeah.
No.
People hit it twice. I got hit twice on that thing.
Like, and you fixed it, or you're like, ugh, whatever.
They had the insurance. I got hit. I got hit both times, so it was like insurance paid for both of them.
What's wrong with insurance when you get hit and you owe more?
I know, dude. It's all a scam.
Can we
a
fix
scam.
that? That's why I say push the button, because
Push the
like,
button.
like I give you money and then I pay more money if it's not my fault. What's happening?
Yeah, why? Why?
What's happening?
We should just light our cars on fire. Once you get in an accident, light it on fire and just be like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. Let's walk.
Let's all do whammo and fuck cars. I'm in for the whammo. But Michael, everyone's gonna lose their job. Who cares?
Who cares?
We have 17 more years.
It's over.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We're all gonna get diseased.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. We're dying.
What do you do for fun? You're a big golf guy.
White guy stuff. Yeah, I like to golf and hike.
You play tennis?
I used to like it.
Okay.
I definitely won't play pickleball. I'll tell you that.
No.
Never gonna happen.
I don't even know why, but no.
No, it just doesn't look like it's for me. Tennis is the bigger pickleball that I like. I'll do that one.
Tennis, you're an athlete. Pickleball,
I like
what's
to-
happening?
I like winter sports.
Uh-oh.
Love to give me a little snowboarding going on in the winter.
Really? I would have never guessed that in my entire life.
Yeah.
Is this like a childhood thing or no new thing?
Late 20s.
Really?
Yeah, started it. And then we go every year. At least one spot a year if we can, if I'm not working.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good enough.
So bad. I can't do anything winter.
Really?
Nothing.
Well, Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah,
do it.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's a big
I'm
thing.
too busy buying real estate. No,
I'm opening up too many banks.
Hey!
No, but the schedule hasn't permitted it so much. That's the problem. What are you for fun? What do you for fun? What's fun?
That's a great question. I mean,
off a stand-up.
Golf, and then tennis. But those are the only two things, and I need to do both more.
Are you good
At
either?
tennis, good. Golf, good. I probably about the same level.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you shoot when you play golf?
If I'm playing consistently, I'm probably like a 12 handicap, 10 handicap. So nothing
pretty good.
incredible. It's fine.
That's not bad at all.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're a guy.
I'm pretty
Huh?
good. I like golf. That's like the thing I like the most.
Yeah.
Although I got shook the other day. My buddy
No.
took me hard. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. He shot 66. I wasn't going to beat him.
Dude, huh?
Hmm.
Like handicap 6 or like a
Shot 66.
Shut
Yeah, his
up.
handicap is like he's a scratch. He might be after he posts that, he might be hovering on a plus. He might be plus one.
Where are you at? Are you scratch
I'm
or
a 4 index. So I'm probably like a 6 at most places.
dude?
I was a 3 for a while. I even got down to like a 2.6. But the golf is like that. It goes up and down and up and down. I could be back down to like a 1.8 was my low, but I'm a 4. So a 4 is an index for people that don't know, people that
Yeah.
don't care. And then I'm probably a 6 handicap at most courses. Index is how we judge handicaps through the app. But yeah, some courses I probably am a 4 or a 5 if they're easier courses. But if they're long and hard and I'm playing from the tips,
Yeah,
insert
because
I just played in Hawaii from the tips, from the Nicholas tips at this course, and my God, it was so hard. I squeaked out of 79, and it was a nightmare.
really.
It was so hard, man.
Is it? I mean, what yardage?
just
are we talking
length? It was just length. Every par 5 was 600 yards, and I was
about?
like, "What are we talking
Well,
about?"
I can't.
man?
No,
Yeah, it was so far.
no. See, when we're doing that, I'm moving up.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
moving
No,
up.
you can't move up.
I mean, you can't, but you know.
No,
you
but
can.
I don't ever play the tips. The tips is a fool's endeavor. You don't need to. I'm not a pro.
Yeah, 270-yard par 3. What's happening?
I know.
What? No.
We don't need
If I'm taking out a fucking 3-wood on a par, we're moving.
Yeah, we got to
I'm not doing this.
I'm going to go up to the junior tees.
Yeah,
I
ladies.
like the junior tees. Sometimes I've done that before. I played from the junior tees, the ones that start in the fairway, and see how low I can shoot.
And?
It's actually just as hard as you'd think. Just because you're not used to that positioning.
Yeah.
Right? So that number is so different than anything you're used to. You're used to always driver then approach. This is like a driver/approach. You're like, how do I figure out which one of these is more efficient?
Well, dude, my buddy wanted to play a par 3 course whatever months ago, and I was like, I don't know it took me a second to get used to it because the yardages were weird to me.
Well, because it is strange. You're not playing that many par 3s ever in a row.
Yeah.
On a course regularly, you play 2 or 3 maybe, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you're not used to them.
No.
So it throws you for a loop.
I didn't like it.
We'll have to go. I want to go. I want to see how you
Dude,
swing.
let's go.
I want to watch you get in
Oh,
there.
let's go, dude. My swing is like I'm literally getting lessons for like just for my life because and maybe you too, if I don't do something well or I deem well, I am a nutcase.
Yeah, I get frustrated.
I can't, but I'm like, I get back in the car. I'm like, I'm not a professional. Why?
Anything. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get. I mean, I'm going to therapy. I need to get more.
It's good to speak it out to somebody. But
God
with golf
damn it.
golf is a big strain. The game is so hard. Golf is so hard, dude. Yeah, I've played with pro golfers, and you watch them kind of do okay.
Really?
Yeah, and you're like, this is wild. It's such a hard game. It's so fucking hard.
How long have you been playing for? A while, yeah.
I mean, I learned when I was young.
Okay.
But I never really played. I mean, we weren't country club people. So, like, I played
Yeah.
munis sometimes if I could.
Yeah.
Or, like, 9-holes. Played a lot of, like, 9-hole courses, you know, like just little knockarounds. Then in my 30s, I like to say 10 years. In my 30s, I started to play golf.
Right.
Because I could afford to go and play a course and pay for a round of golf. Because in my 20s, I didn't have any fucking money. So,
Yeah.
like, Once in a while I'd play. But in my 30s, I started to play golf. I was blessed enough to like afford to go to play golf.
How often do you play? A week?
Oh, dude, I wish I played multiple. Lately, it's once a week if I could.
Really? I don't know why in my head you play way more than that.
I wish, dude. I have
Yeah.
so much bullshit going on. I mean,
Like good bullshit, yeah?
yeah, it's great career stuff, but it's
Yeah.
like we're always doing shit. So it's like, I don't know. Some days it's like, I wish I could sneak it in, but I have too many things on my plate. Like I came from a meeting before this and we have another thing and then another podcast and another thing. It's like it never ends. We're going to die like this.
Well, good. When I get stressed about schedule shit, I take a moment, I go, all right, man, before Punk'd, I would wake up and have nothing to do. This is better.
Oh, way better.
Oh my God,
Yeah, it's
this
way
is
better. No, I'm very appreciative. But more than anything,
Yeah? Press the button.
push the button.
I'm out.
Yeah, let's go.
What we're gonna keep doing. I'm
No.
gonna put on my pants one more time. I'll brush my teeth. Dude, every morning I have the coffee. Like my brain's like have a coffee every fucking morning.
I know. It is my favorite part of my day is I was petting my dog and having coffee.
Oof, coffee.
on,
And
man.
the first time the poop goes, hey,
Hey,
we got to do something.
I'm coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
then you're on your phone scrolling shit, and dude, the scroll shit.
Wait, I've said this before. I need to ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you, I put a poll up on Instagram. Do you shit the moment you're done drinking a cup of coffee, in the middle of drinking your coffee, or before you have your coffee?
Usually the middle.
While you're, okay, this is interesting. See, me,
Yeah.
when it's over, then my body goes, we're good. Let's go.
There are
We're loaded up.
There are moments where I will take 2 sips.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, somebody said that online. They go, dude, when I smell it, I have to shit.
What is that? But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah, it's
but, yeah.
Pavlovian. Your brain goes, remember? We poop now?
That's the best though.
I was on vacation with a buddy. He didn't poop for 4 or 5 days.
No.
We were getting worried, and we kept giving it. We were like, just coffee, smoke a cigarette, like do anything to shake up your body so it
Yeah.
thinks something else is going on. Nothing worked. He actually got a little concerned. By like the 5th day, we all were like, "You need to see a doctor." 5 days is crazy.
5 days is
dude.
crazy. I have no idea. I mean, if I go day and a half, it's like it's a
If
problem.
I missed a whole day, I'm concerned.
Calling somebody.
Yeah, I go, "What's going? Did I not shit yesterday?"
Yeah.
But it's usually if I'm traveling. When I go overseas and stuff like that.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, your body's like, we don't know how to poop anymore.
Dude, I'm going to the UK and I'm like, I'm not going to poop the whole time I'm there.
You can't.
What is that?
Dude,
Is it the food or the-
your butthole goes over water and it's like it just loses itself. It's like we're not gonna work anymore. My butthole's taking a vacation too. That's what it is. You on
Yes.
vacation, your asshole's like, I'm done working for a little while.
But if I am about to do a show and I don't shit, I'm like, there's something wrong.
Yeah, you should before shows.
I have to.
Yeah, your body's supposed to let you know.
Dude,
It's time.
I've told my videographer to tell the opener to go go longer.
Yeah.
Because if I have to get this out, it's a problem. Do you shit every single time before you? I mean, not spots, but
Every
like,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I'm on the road. Well, that's like a ritual. But I also have a cup of coffee before I do go on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I do dinner and coffee after dinner before I go on stage. Usually.
How often? Do you eat? Do you have a specific time to eat before the show, or are you just all over the place?
Not always. It always depends. Sometimes we do the late night eats, but a lot of times on the road, shit isn't open. So you're subject to eating bullshit after
Yeah.
the shows, and you're like, I should have just eaten before and gotten a good meal. And eat early dinner to me is always my favorite. If
Yeah.
I eat like a 5 o'clock dinner,
Oh, it's the best.
the best.
The best. But
I get why
can't-
old people do it.
God damn, dude, 5 o'clock is perfect, but I don't ever do it.
Oh, I love
When-
on the road. I do it on the road.
Really?
I do it because then I have a show at 7 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I got to do it more.
You do the early dinner.
The 5 o'clock in the 5 o'clock like good dinner.
Yeah, it's the light's still out. It's nice. I can see the food.
Old people figured it out.
Yeah, dude,
They fucking figured. We think they're like, oh no, they're 87.
they get it.
They did it.
They done did it.
They done did
And
it.
you're on the road right now. If you want to tell some of these people looking in these cameras what some of these dates are, tell them, holler at them.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do. We got Miami coming up. We got a whole UK
Miami.
thing coming up. We got
Is it you and do you and Trevor ever go together?
So we're putting together something right now
Cool.
for the first time
Smart.
ever. But everything
Right now,
just,
solo.
right now all solo.
What's your website?
Blaucomedy.com.
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 We'll put it down in the description down below. I appreciate you coming on the show. We end the show the same way.
Yeah.
You look into that camera right there.
Yeah.
And you say one word or one phrase to end the episode. It'll be cemented in history as the most important phrase on earth from this episode. So when
Okay.
you're ready, go ahead.
Jiminy Cricket for president.
You don't want to say press the button?
Press the button.
Attaboy.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.